Everybody, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. As you can see, today we are not at our own farm. We're actually at Peach Picking Paradise, and we're going to pick some peaches to take home. Kimberly had to work today, but the girls and I got out here. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. It's not super hot yet, and it looks like they've got a lot of good peaches. So come along with us and let's have some fun. Do what? You like the pond?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go pick some peaches. Okay, it's row 40 through 48, so any of these rows through here.
Okay.
Let's start the other end and work our way back. So it's not as much walking when our bucket's full. I know. Look at all these yummy peaches. Yeah, let's go a little farther back because people probably start at this end. And I know there's a ton right there too. Oh, there's some big ones. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good day, I think. Last year we were a little late and it was kind of hard to find.
We have our buckets and 3 buckets. All got one bucket.
Okay, so I guess we could probably start somewhere. I don't know, maybe back up this way because I think the road curves around. If we run out, we can pick some on the other. But like this looks like there are tons. Now we want to get some that are pretty good ripe and then some that aren't as ripe. That way they don't ruin on us. Here, let's check these out. Let's have some stuff that's 8 on them. Let's see how they feel.
Probably like caterpillars.
Yeah, like that's, you can feel like if you smash it a little bit, you can see that it's got a little bit of softness, but it's still pretty firm. That's kind of what we want.
Does it smell good?
Huh? Probably.
It smells amazing.
Okay. Do what?
It smells so good.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Can I get some? I'm gonna get some on this.
That's fine.
This one's really good. This one's good.
Just make sure they don't have bad spots on them.
That
Huh?
one's still hard.
Yeah, let's just...
Still hard.
Cause like I said, some of them we still want to be a little firm because we won't get them all put up today. Okay. You're hiding in the tree leaves. Try it out. Let Izzy take a bite.
It's good.
Don't get it all over you.
It's really good.
Okay. And the owner said we could try it whenever we came out here to see what we liked. But we started picking these and then my mom asked to make sure that we'd see if we'd actually tried them. And I was like, no, we didn't, but they looked pretty. But it's really good, isn't it? Okay. Now let's get back to picking.
This is huge. Look.
That is huge and beautiful. No blemishes. Here, let me get zoomed. There you go.
I found it on a different tree.
Oh yeah, that's big. And just make sure that you don't stack a bunch on top of that because it may squish. Are you picking or just eating that same peach?
Same peach.
Don't make a mess. Oh, you got that all over you, girl. Man, look at all these peaches.
This is a peach picking paradise.
Yeah. Just got to find out. Some of these are not quite ready yet. Oh, man. Looky here. Like, you can put it in your bucket, but just don't stack stuff on top. And as you put more in your bucket, pick those up and move them farther up because those will get smushed.
There's Queen Peach, King Peach, and Prince.
As long as they're somewhat soft, don't pick hard ones because they won't be near right. But they don't have to be super soft. Just a little bit, if you can just feel it, give just a little bit whenever you give it a little bitty squeeze. Are you picking?
Big ones.
Where's the other basket, Al?
Not basket.
There's a third one. Did you leave it? Yeah, it's right there. Grab it too.
These are a basket on different aisles.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's my basket, I think. I don't know. Okay.
Wait, there you go.
Boys, you've got a bunch.
I do too.
Oh, you do too. I guess I need to do more picking and less filming.
Whoa!
Whenever we get some of these down, we may consolidate a little bit.
Huh? What's that?
Put them in 2 baskets and then go get some of those other kind. Y'all sure y'all can get that one?
Yep.
Some good teamwork right there. Check out this peach haul. Not sure if we'll get more or not, but we filled up the baskets we got, but we may go get another one and fill up some more from Momo. So like you saw before, we took a lot of time, got this high tunnel cleaned up. It's got a few weeds that have come up in it, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get it planted because we're so far behind. We'll have a few days before the new seeds come up, and we can try to work some of these weeds out, till them up, whatever we got to do. But we'll get it back under control. Normally we start on the west side and work east, but since there's more weeds on that side, we're going to start on the east side and work west. And we're fixing to start laying out our poles to make our rows. And once we get 3 or 4 rows laid out, we'll start planting seeds, and you get to see what we're going to plant, and we'll kind of try to explain why we're doing what we're doing. So what we're going to do, this high tunnel is 30 feet wide by 96 feet long. We lay our rows out every 3 feet. That's how we have our drip tape lined up for the header line. And so Abby's going to take the tape measure over. She's going to hook it on that bottom board for me. Yep. Twist, take it right over there. Hook it on that bottom board. Nope, farther back. Yeah. That'll work. She'll hook it on the bottom board. Yeah, you have to put that zip tie around. We're using this for another project that you'll get to see later. Okay. It's good, Abs. Just don't touch it.
Oh, it's on that stake.
I know.
You like slide the thing and it stays?
It's fine. We can figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So, the plow that we use, it sets off, I don't remember if it's 3 to 5 inches off of center. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the stakes over 3 inches farther over, because even if it's a little off, it'll still, the drip tape will still work on it. So
I believe it's 3, but I could be wrong about that.
yeah, 'cause I think it's 6 inches wide and it's 3 off, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. This is going to work.
Yep.
Because our drip tape will have a little bit of play in it. And I'm driving these in, and what I'm going to do then is I'll take a piece of nylon string and run a string down it so that we can keep it straight and roll or make our rows. This ground is super hard right on the end because it's not tilled up. But it also keeps it where when we pull our string tight,
Won't fall over.
these won't pull over. Because we have had it before where we stuck them in the filled up part and those.
Yep. And these little posts work really, really well for this.
Yes. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to go back to the other end. Or I'll go to the other end, drag some string down here, and then we can just move the string straight row to row.
So here he comes with our first string.
Yeah, this is just hay twine that we have. We use it a lot for stringing up our tomatoes and things, so we've got it handy. It's cheaper than buying the actual tomato twine, and you get a lot bigger row. You really don't have to be this particular about your rows, but I just am.
Yeah, we always have been.
And so, like, you could actually not have to lay this string out. I'm leaving it where I can untie it easily enough. And then I'll just go down to this other end, pull it tight, and then we'll do a row, move it over, and do another, rather than wasting a bunch of string. We'll just use one piece of string.
Yep, works well.
It's super dusty in here because I filled this up where it's pretty much a powder, and we worked in those leaves. It takes a lot initially to water, but once we get the initial watering in and get it going, it's not bad, because with it being drip tape, it just puts water down the individual rows rather than watering this whole thing, so we don't have a whole lot of water waste.
Yeah, that part is nice.
And I'm just going to stick this out of the way. I left this kind of long because occasionally these stakes, these look like they're pretty much in a straight line, but sometimes they get, some will be a little longer than the others, and so
It's like a window.
it doesn't always work out right. If you cut it just the right length for one, don't leave any slack, you'll be over to another one and it'll be too short.
How it always seems to work anyway.
I think that's tight enough. Keeps it straight. I got it a little bit high because, nope, don't mess with it. I don't want it to swing. But we leave it a little bit high because I've done it where it's right along the ground. And this is a Haas double wheel hoe with a plow attachment on it. We use it, but if we put the string too close to the ground when it's powdery as this dirt is, it lays on the string and then your string's all out of whack and you have crooked rows. Which these will still not be perfect, but they're a lot more perfect than they would be if I just eyeballed it.
Yep. Sorry.
And I usually stop them a little bit shy so that we have room to walk on the ends. But we're just going to kind of push it along this. Like I said, it won't be exact. Since there is some dried grass and stuff in here, it sometimes fills up on the plow and you just got to take the plow, pick it up, and I'll just take that stuff and throw it out of the way.
It's like a workout.
Start back over, pretty much.
It is.
Start back over, which is it's actually super easy to push this.
Mm-hmm.
If you have ground that's not worked up this good, it is a little bit harder, but I was kind of unsure whenever we initially purchased this how much I was going to like it. But it's actually turned out to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I can even operate it, and I am not the strongest person as far as upper body strength, even on a normal day before I had surgery, so.
But she can't operate it right now.
No.
I mean, the thing itself's not more than 20 pounds,
but yeah,
pushing dirt it might be.
Resistance. But yeah, look at that row.
Yep, pretty good.
Looks nice.
It's got a little bit of a bend down there where I stopped to move that, but it'll still work.
Yep, still pretty good.
Yep.
Figured I'd give you an up close view of the plow in action. It's pretty neat. Yeah, the leaves are kind of gunking up in there. Don't mind the dust cloud. But look how easily this soil works up like this. We have been using this high tunnel for how long now?
I don't know. So that's what I was trying to think the other day is how old it was.
Yeah, several years, and been working on the soil the whole time, and
Like 100 years old.
it really is a lot better this year, I feel like, even than it was last year. So, So you want to stop at 3 for now? Okay.
I need more.
So we're gonna stop at 3 rows for now and go ahead and get to planting. Not sure how long we can all stand actually being out here in this heat, just because it is
Terrible.
really, really rough. And the humidity's pretty bad, so we are going to go back down here and get some seeds and let you see what we're gonna plant.
First row, we're gonna do beans, bush beans. We've got some wax beans, Provider, Contender, Royal Burgundy, which I've never heard of. And then if there's still some room left in, we've got a few black-eyed peas here. We're gonna do that. The second row, we will probably do okra. We've got a couple of kinds of that, Emerald and Clemson Spineless. And then after that, we will probably do squash and zucchini. I don't want to do anything real tall on the first row, which is why we're doing beans, because when it grows up, it makes it hard where you can't walk on that outside edge. And so the beans work pretty good with that. They bush out some. The peas will probably take up more room than the beans, but we'll put them on the end where they might not be in the way, if they even fit on that row. If they don't, we may wait and plant them outside. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for sure yet. And then the second row, the okra, with the beans being kind of bushy low, if we do the okra, it'll be a little taller. So when it bushes out, it'll still leave room where you can walk underneath and see around. And then we'll do squash after that, because the squash will bush out. We just don't want the squash to grow into the beans and vice versa. So we're trying to put the stalks in between to split them up. And then once we get on over, eventually we'll do cucumber and tomatoes and peppers and things like that, because we've got strings that run down the length of the high tunnel where we can tie them up so that they can grow up. But this is what we're going to start with. We normally use our cedar planter thing, but we're not going to do that this time. We're just going to plant it all by hand and then cover it up with a rake, because whenever with the leaves and stuff worked in there, sometimes they clog it up too, and it's just a mess. And since we're trying to get things done quicker, the girls like to plant by hand too, so we're just going to get this done, and this is going to be the best way to do it.
Yep.
Okay, first ones we're doing is wax beans. Like what, we've never grown these before. But the girls love planting, so what y'all are going to do, it says to plant these about 8 inches apart. This hoe is a little bit under that, so we'll get it started, and then once you plant the first one, I'll just put one at the end of each hoe, okay? Here, hold open your hands.
Abby wanted to plant the first variety.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Okay, so plant one right here at this end of the hoe.
This is what kind they are.
Okay, and then plant one at the other end.
Yep, Izzy's hold the tag.
Okay, now plant one on the other side of it now. That's a little far, but make sure, there you go. It's fine.
Green.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
If something grows this year, then we'll be doing well.
That's the main thing. This year we changed things up from normal. Normal we plant like highly profitable crops and go and try to sell them, but since we're so late because we were delayed, we're all about making sure that we have food for us put up, because groceries are expensive and you never know where your food comes from buying it from the grocery store. So by doing this, we know that it's going to be good food and we can put it up and have food for ourselves and save money in the future. And since we're so late, a lot of times if you're late trying to sell produce, people have already bought up, and so it doesn't do as well unless you can be the first guy out. So we're all about taking care of our needs and our family's needs right now.
Yep, plus it's really fun. Where does the tag go?
It'll go at the end down there whenever we fill in the dirt. You can go set it down back there.
Yeah, it's at the very beginning of the row, like where they're being started.
Let's sit right here.
Don't worry about being dirty, because you're going to be dirty regardless.
You know what?
Doing good, Abs.
And we usually are not this precise in planting either. We normally just plant thick and go, but we're trying things up a little different to conserve seed and things like that, and plus see if maybe by not having it so thick, if things will grow a little better, because sometimes we get it so thick that it's hard to work it.
And you have to thin it out and all that.
And that's the last one.
That's the last one?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to just take some dirt right here, close this off so you know where it is. I've got the other variety in my pocket.
Okay.
Or we
I've
can
got the
put
other tag
that-
here.
Or we can put
Okay,
that
Iz.
tag over there.
Nope.
You're up.
Next tag goes right here.
What kind of...
Provider.
next one on my...
Yeah, I'm doing them in order that.
Perfect.
Okay, so is just lay that one down. You lay it right there in this flat spot right there. Yeah, just stick it right there because we're going to start. Okay, just like I told Abby. Oh, these are dark beans.
Nasty? Oh, sure.
Yeah, show them.
Look.
Those are a lot different than the other ones.
They're like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, watch out your row.
Purple.
Oh, you're stepping all in them, girl.
Purple.
Okay, so put one right here on this side, and then now put one on that side. And now then just put one right against the hoe each time.
I'm already dirty.
Good job, Iz. We're both doing so good on planting.
It's fun.
Yep, it saves my back too.
Yep, and since I can't do that very well right now.
Yeah, whenever it comes time to start putting things up, she should be good for that though.
Yeah.
With some help, of course. Hoping we have enough to put up a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Freeze it, can it, which I like canned beans better than frozen green beans, but
Yeah, that's the plan.
watch your feet.
I'm going way down.
Next up, contender.
I'm the contender.
Made these labels up beforehand. That way we'd have them handy when we needed them.
Oh yeah, these look more like the normal ones that we normally plant.
We plant we
Yes.
plant contenders sometimes.
They are all different colors.
Big too.
Be interested to see how these new varieties do though.
One on this side too.
They're huge.
I wouldn't sit down like that. You'll have dirt all up in your
They're
shorts.
really long. They're really long. They look like bubble gum pieces.
Bubblegum?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could see that.
The ones like you get at Atwood's and all the other stores.
Atwood.
I like that one. Okay, the next variety. The last one.
Burgundy something.
Yep, Royal Burgundy.
Burgundy. The last one.
Yeah, let's see if they'll even fit here.
The beans.
All right. Almost got one row down, guys.
And this is fun. Even though it's hot, it's fun.
Yeah. Probably one more bean and that's all. We'll stop there because I don't want to go too far so we can get around. How many more you got? Quite a few? Okay, let's go ahead and since the okra I don't think will take up a full row.
Doesn't look like it.
We'll go ahead and start here and just work backwards. Here, put that there. And we'll make up another label for them. One on that side. So now we're doing emerald okra. It needs to be planted about 12 inches apart. This is a little bit longer than 12. So what we're going to do, go ahead and put one on that end. And then I will just adjust, put it at the end. And I'll just make sure that whenever I put it down, I cover it up part of the time.
They're trying to be tiny.
Yep, they are.
Okay. Did you put one in? Okay.
They just look like they're blueberries. Yeah, mini, tiny, miniature-sized, Polly Pocket-sized blueberries.
Which we may not even need this much. I don't know. I love pickled okra though.
So do I.
And it takes quite a bit to make a jar, so.
Especially when you pick it small so that it's tender.
Yeah, because the bigger stuff doesn't taste quite as good in my opinion.
They're so tiny.
You may not need that other variety.
Like I said, as long as all these come out, this will keep us from having to thin things out. But that's usually why I plant thick. That way, if you have it thick, then you for sure have all your plants and then you can just thin. But this will be easier in the long run, not having to thin.
Will we make it?
Hopefully we will. Hope we do.
Quit put them so far out. Don't spread them out just so you make it.
No, we're not going to make it.
How many more you got?
One.
One?
That's close enough
close
to where I don't even know if it matters.
Yeah, we'll just
Okay, let's go
we'll just call it good here and just leave that spot open.
Okay.
Okay. Squash. Okay, so the next row we're doing zucchini and squash. I know a lot of people, they say to put it in hills. With this being protected and covered, we've never done hills in here, and they've always done great because since we can control the water flow and everything, we don't have to worry about them rotting out, drowning out, or anything like that. And so rather than doing 2 or 3 plants per hill every 2 foot or so away, we're just going to put them a foot apart, and it'll be what it'll be. So the first one we're doing is a gray zucchini.
Gray zucchini.
Yeah, I don't even know if we need to do all these because I don't know.
Probably not.
Start with that. Let's count. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Here's 12. Let's do 12. We'll call it good. Then we'll go to the next one. Because we just don't want to go overboard with zucchini.
Yeah.
We can always, yeah, right there. And then put it at the end. This will put them about 14 inches apart.
How long is 14 inches?
Huh?
How long is 14 inches?
See that metal bar at the bottom? That's how long it is. A little over a foot and 2 inches.
Because we still have another variety of...
Yeah, we've got another variety of zucchini, and then we got some squash. And if we can do it, we can keep it all in this one row.
How many
Great.
varieties of
And in
squash?
worst case, if we have some extra room somewhere, we can plant some in a few weeks and have it for a longer period.
Multiple harvest, yeah.
Because this will probably be plenty that we'll have enough for us to put up, make plenty of bread and stuff, and then still
That's it.
share. That's it?
I already have
Okay,
12
put one on
seeds
this end.
over there.
And then one on this end. There you go. And each one is just going to be right at the end. There's 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9.
last one. Okay, watch your feet. Let's just scoop some dirt over here so we know where they stop. The next tag can go in.
This one?
White, yep, white scallop, that is it.
Busy your rotation. Don't go far.
Can you hold
I hand it to Abby.
Can you hold That's going to be yours.
So this is white scallop squash.
It's kind of like a sunburst, like patty pan type squash.
I like squash.
which we really, really love.
Let's see.
It's
Here, come here. Yes, hold your hands out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll do 15.
Okay.
And then we'll finish out the row with just regular yellow squash. Because I know that if we have extra of it, it'll sell. Sometimes people don't want to buy the weird or different stuff that's not traditional. At least not here. Whenever we used to work at the farmers markets in the cities, people like the weird stuff there. But here, they just want a regular old red tomato, yellow squash, green zucchini. Because one year we did, it was Zephyr squash. It was yellow with a green end. Some people liked them. If anybody was willing to try them, they loved the flavor, but it was just getting them to try the first ones.
Yeah, that's the problem sometimes. And the patty pan didn't do so great. It seemed like when we sold it here. Although that was my choice for frying.
15.
Finishing up the row with the straight neck regular yellow squash.
Yep, this is a good tender variety, and then plus we like to harvest them really young too, so that they don't have a spongy center.
Yep.
And so that's why we plant so many, so we can get it young and still have plenty.
Yeah, and we like to saute ours.
Yes.
I like that.
I also love squash casserole, which we've not had in a long time because...
Yep.
Oh.
Haven't had a good harvest in a long time.
I like sauteed squash. What?
How many more you got? Okay. I don't know if you'll use them all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hang on. That's probably it because it'll fan out some. How many more you got left? Just put them back in the bag. Okay. So now I'm going to go grab a rake, which thankfully we have a big old 3-foot landscape rake. I'll get it because I've got a big rake. I'll get these covered up quick.
Yep, so we can get somewhere cooler.
And I will probably come out in the morning to put water on.
Yeah. Okay.
I would normally rake from the other side, but it's too close to the wall, so.
Yeah, with this massive rake.
But it makes it a lot quicker. Okay, although we're dirty, hot, and sweaty, we have had a very productive day. Like I said, we started off this morning. The girls and I got up early, went to Peach Picking Paradise, picked a lot of peaches to put up. And then whenever Kimberly got home, we got out here, got to planting a lot of stuff in the high tunnel. We are about 33% done with the high tunnel because we'll have 9 rows and we've got 3 of them done.
Yep.
Awesome.
But I think we're gonna call it a day with that, and we'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye.
Peace.